walk me through Magic Mike. How did you get involved?
Oh, God. Okay, we're going to go there.
Yeah, we are going there.
First of all, a lot of people don't believe the fact that I was in Magic Mike. I was the only one who didn't take his clothes off. So you're welcome. I tell everybody it was called Magic Mike, not Tragic Mike. So that's why, we're wearing black. Being in Magic Mike was really cool. It was my first actual film, like real film that I was in. It was Steven Soderbergh and Channing Tatum reached out. He's a fan, and he reached out and asked me to be in. Yes. Wanted me to be in the movie. So there was no audition for it. He's like, I'd like you to be in the movie. And I'm like, I'd like to be in the movie. And so next thing you know, I'm a DJ.
So you were aware of what the movie was about.
I knew what it was about, but I also knew the people that I was going to be working with.
Yes.
Matthew McConaughey, Steven Soderbergh directing, Channing Tatum, and then also Kevin Nash, who is a former WWE superstar. So I think I was geeking out more over Kevin Nash than anything else on the whole set.
What about meeting McConaughey for the first time?
McConaughey is very eerie because he's so methodical. He's eerie, dude. He's very methodical with what he does. He's an incredible actor for good reason.
Yes.
He commits so hard to the character that he's playing that even when they say cut, he's still that person. And so we'd sit there and we'd do a scene, and then you'd go, okay, cut. And then he'd look at me and go, so Tobias, because Tobias was the name of my character in the movie, right? He goes, so Tobias. And I'm thinking, it's cool. He doesn't know that I have a real name, but that's cool, right? He goes, so Tobias, how are we looking for tonight? I go, what do you mean? How's the sales? I go, I don't know how the sales are going tonight, but I'm sure it's going to be good. How's the equipment sounding? I'm not really, I'm there, but I'm not really touching the equipment because I'm playing a DJ. But it's, I'm playing a DJ. I don't know how to DJ, but I'm back there doing the whole, And I go, well, I'm not sure. And I'm like, oh my God, he's still in character. And he's asking me questions about the character in the movie. I'm like, man, the camera's not rolling. And then he takes that shit to, I'm sorry, can I cuss?
Go for it.
He takes that shit over to craft services, and we're at craft services, and he walks up to me and he goes, did you get the cables fixed? I'm like, I am not sitting with this person. He kept doing that to me throughout the film where he would not break character. And finally, the last day of the shoot, he ordered a bunch of rallies, which is like rallies or checkers, the same thing. Yeah. We had just wrapped, and everybody on the set was the actors anyway. They all had to keep a really strict diet, so they couldn't eat any carbs. They were always just eating like vegetables and a little bit of this, a little bit of that, because they needed to be ripped for the scenes. And so I'm like, I'm not getting naked, so I ate whatever I wanted. But so he orders this fast food, and then they're all sitting at the bar, and they're just scarfing because they're so excited to be eating food again. Yeah. And then McConaughey looks at me and he goes, hey, Gabriel. And I go, Gabriel, you don't mean Tobias? And he walks over and he's like, hey, baby, let me just tell you. He goes, I want to make sure that I do the scenes well, and I overcommit. And that's all I was doing. And I was having a little fun with you. So I'm like, all right, dude, I started to think you were like a little, You know what I mean? And so, but yeah, finally on the last day, he let me in that I'm like, okay, how his process is. So I got to give it to him because anytime he takes on a role, he commits, and that's why he's an incredible actor.
Well, so it did take you like a minute the first time he did it.
It's scary though,
that he's still asking you questions in character, assuming you're going to answer as your character.
And in hindsight, I probably should have gone along with it. Mm-hmm. And part of me was like, is he messing with me or does he not know? Does he really, I'm like, I'm Mexican, but I'm like, hey, man, come on. I'm not messing with no cables. So, but yeah, he was cool. It was a lot of fun. Steven Soderbergh, definitely a lot of fun, and Channing was just really cool.
I love it.
Super nice.
Gabriel,
and they asked me to be part of both of them.
Yeah.
And then there was a third, but then he went overseas, and I don't think they wanted to fly anybody out, so I was fine with that.
Got it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.